You know, I used to struggle with drawing hands. That was a tough thing to do until I watched Milt Kahl draw the hands. Wow. And it just, the lights went on everywhere. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to draw a sample of drawing hands and see what you can get out of that. If you put $20, if you donate $20, you're going to get this perk. And the perk is going to include a hand tutorial and an eye tutorial. Those are two separate things, but for 20 bucks, that's what you're going to get. Now, if you've only given 15 bucks, don't sweat it. Just give another 5 bucks and you get the perk. So I'm going to make a demonstration of how to draw hands, which should inspire you to get this perk. Okay, guys, let's do it. I got the magic pencil. All right, I've drawn on this piece of paper 2 figures that I think are going to help us because I learned how to draw these hands from Milt Kahl. And notice that the figures are Merlin, the magician, from Sword in the Stone. And his hands are always really fun to look at. So I'm going to do a takeoff on that. The hand to me is usually done, I'm thinking of the palm of the hand, and I think of that as just a square like that. And we'll say that the wrist is coming down there like that. And this would be the little finger. Now I'd like to draw kind of what I call a mitten on here. So there's the mitten. So where are the fingers on this? I'll draw the first finger coming down like this, next finger coming down like that, next one coming down like that, and what I think is really good in design is take the little finger and tilt it slightly forward. So this is forward while the others are pretty much straight. That gives a great design. Right here is the web of the hand, which is this part right here, into the thumb. And so I'm doing the underside of the thumb, which goes down in here into that. Right here is the mound on that side of your hand. So this becomes really easy to draw if you kind of think of it that way. Look at the hands that Milt has drawn here. I love this. Here's the wrist, all right? And here's that little square I talked about. Here's the thumb. I want to draw this bigger so you can really see what this hand is. This hand is holding, a staff. So what's going to happen is I'm going to draw where I think the thumbs are, where I think the knuckles are. And I always like to keep the index finger is more important, right? And then the other finger is kind of closed. So look what you get right there. And he's holding this staff. Now, the reason I've drawn this bigger so you can see it is because I want to show you something. What helps the perspective of the thumb right here is if you can draw a nail, like it's going away from you. See the nail on the hand? Here's the place, that's this part of the thumb. So I draw usually some kind of little creases there. This comes up to the knuckle. Here's the knuckle here. And there is the index finger. And it's so easy because look now, suddenly it feels like it's a hand. So you kind of carve it so it feels like that. That's what he's done right here. Look at this great little hand. That is really just sort of like a little mitten. See that? But you locate the mounds. Notice that your hand has 2 mounds. It has this one right here, has this one right here. It goes right into the wrist area. And here's the square that I spoke of. Okay, I'm going to draw a lot of stuff for you if you get the 2 videos. The one will be on the hands, and then I'm going to draw one explaining how to get greatest expression out of the eyes. So if you guys really want to learn how to draw hands or eyes or any of those secrets that make it easy to do, you want to get these 2 videos, and it's a $20 perk. So, you know, guys, I'd love to give this to you so you can learn how to draw better. And remember that drawing is visualization first. Also, you need to practice doing it. And look at nature. Look at your own hands. Look at your friends' hands. Draw hands a lot. They come really easy. And after you know how to do it, you'll laugh at those who can't. So anyway, good luck and be sure you get these 2 perks. Thank you.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest awaits.